My name's Christopher Hewitt. I'm a freelance director and writer based in East London, and probably just say director, I should think. Right, yeah, probably just director as one thing, but with a background in a lot of different things, from photography to graphic design to animation. But I think director kind of maybe encapsulates it more than anything else. So I've been in the industry now for nearly 10 years, and I've jumped between different areas of the industry in that time. So it's only recently where I've become focused on one particular genre, so to speak. And who knows, 2 years from now I might decide I want to get back into photography or be a graphic designer again. And that's the fun about it, you know. That's why being kind of a freelance creative, so to speak, is the dream job, because it's up to you what you want to do. So no, I think if everybody was just good in one field, then creativity would be dampened. Like, you know, what's so beautiful about the creative industries is the mishmash of people from different backgrounds and experiences bringing something fresh to the table. And I think that's so important, to be able to, you know, look at something that could be a live action project, but then start to think about it from an animation perspective. And then suddenly you start to get these really interesting and unique styles and trends that have, you know, come to fruition. So, yeah. Education. Well, this is the interesting part, because I never studied. I left secondary school at, I think I would have been 16, and I kind of geeked out when I was about 13 to 16 doing graphic design at home on the computer. Didn't really see much daylight, and I think my parents were getting very worried at that point, because they'd never see me, never leave the room. I mean, without the internet, I don't think I'd be here now. I kind of came into the creative industry at an age where the internet was just after the internet boom, basically. So it was all very fresh and very new to me, and I just stumbled across these design forums, which suddenly, over a period of 2 to 4 years, became, I hate to say it, but became my life in some degree. You know, I had met all these amazing people from it, which I actually know in real life, you know, that all live pretty close to where I am now. And because of the internet, I was able to find out what I needed to know to progress. And I think anybody, if they feel they've got an idea, whether it's for graphic design or film, if they really want to do it, I can't see why there's no reason the internet can't show you that. You know, there's just so much out there. There's so many amazing people that are willing to share and collaborate, and that's a beautiful thing for right now. You know, you can use that pretty much as university. You could use it as college. You know, so it's a great thing. You can't disagree with that. I can't. Well, I think, you know, if I met somebody who was after advice, you know, if they wanted to get into film, which I have had people ask me, I don't think I'd say to them, do that or do the other. It's down to them, and it's down to what they want to do. I think I've got friends that went to film school, I've got friends that didn't study either, and there's no reason to think that neither couldn't get you to either place. I think it's your personal preference, what you want to do with it, you know. There's definitely benefits to studying from a social aspect, but then at the same time, if you've got the energy and the get up to go out and do it and learn it yourself, then be your own tutor, you know. The films that I kind of mainly do kind of stretch into everything, really, from music videos to commercials to promos to idents, and that includes cross mediums as well, you know, involvement of 3D, typography, graphic design. Of recent days, it's been more kind of purely live action, and a lot of short films, and quite experimental short films as well. And I'd probably say that the amount of animation is probably non-existent to some degree anymore, talking about 2D animation, just purely because I spent 2 solid years really in the thick of that and wanted to step out of it for a reason. So the focus now is definitely pure live action, and storytelling. I think the younger generation of directors are definitely, maybe the majority of them, coming into the industry from all sorts of different angles, and I could only imagine for the older directors, the old school guys, it must be, I wouldn't necessarily say worrying, but it must be quite interesting to see it all kind of, take place, because like I said earlier, you've got guys coming into directing live action from, still graphic design backgrounds, photography backgrounds, every which way you name it. And I think it's unique, and I think that has it's influenced massively off the internet and the state of technology these days. If you own a laptop, you can make a film, and you can make a good film all within that little silver box. It's unreal. And I was just saying to a friend of mine yesterday, we were doing a little shoot, and we were using the Canons, the 5Ds, which to me this last 12 months has just shifted the way I work completely. You can literally go out and you can get beautiful shots, and you can have amazingly small budgets, but yet you'll have this superb production quality. And what that does is it means pretty much anybody can make a film, and that for the actual filmmakers out there, it means that the idea even needs to be more concrete, and it needs to be the focus. And I think that pushes creativity more than anything. And it's just so amazing to see how technology can affect that. Suddenly I don't need to worry so much about how my shots look, because these amazing cameras can do so much for me. I need to sit there and worry about, is my story, is my idea going to work? I just think that's it's mind-blowing. The dream, I don't know, when I first started out, I always had a new dream every year, which would be, I'm going to do this, going to do that. And it's been quite weird, because this year, it's like now 2010, I've decided to kind of step down a little bit from future. I think I've planned too far ahead sometimes. So kind of right now it's just focusing on building my kind of career as a commercial director, and keep on with the shorts and my own time, and then hopefully that'll eventually lead me to feature work. That's the kind of grand plan. But I'm gonna be quite open and just let myself go where I need to be. I might decide I want to do something completely else, like, I don't know, sell shoes or ride horses for a living, I don't know. But right now things are going really well, and it's an exciting industry to be in. Everybody wants to be in the creative industries now. It's a very new thing for a lot of people, but maybe not for others.